I'm not trying to be a good manager. I'm striving to be a great leader. What are you trying to be? In a previous video, Empathy and Leadership, a person commented, "Nope, this is bad. Empathy has nothing to do with picking and choosing. As a manager, you're not a judge. You are not disciplinary. You are an advisory and a guide. HR is the disciplinary authority and is there to protect the company, not you or your team. Leadership is about setting the example and guiding your team, getting what they need, not fighting against their actions. Most managers pick and choose to avoid more work. Keep good worker, A, because he or she makes my life easy. A good manager plans so that everyone is dispensable and the organization is protected. The employee protects themselves by doing their job." A good manager plans so that everyone is dispensable and the organization is protected. Now that's a quote from a post on my Empathy in Leadership short video. I want to call out that the point that I was making in this particular video was totally missed. The point of the video was to indicate that leaders have more influence than they exercise or even realize. Managers check the box and ensure that everything is okay. But leaders look beyond what the situation is and make a decision from a holistic perspective, not a personal perspective, not an organizational perspective, but from a perspective of the right thing to do. The entire video was about leadership, not management. There is a significant difference between a leader and a manager. Let me add to this that I have a master's in human resource management. So being able to push back on HR was not in a disrespectful manner, but to push back on HR was to show that I understood the power of influence that I had as a leader. The decision that I created and presented to the HR team was in line. I knew exactly what I was doing, and that's why HR agreed with me. Let's talk about this young man just a little bit. Yes, I talked about his performance being stellar and him being a top performer on my team, but that's not why I made the decision that I made to talk to HR. I made the decision to talk to HR on his behalf because of the relationship we had established and because it was the right thing to do. Now that's the difference between a leader and a manager. A leader is going to make a decision based on the right thing to do. And that was the right thing to do. This young man was a leader in the making. When I coach and I develop individuals, I look beyond what the person is currently doing to what's their final potential. Yeah, I can see that. And yes, that's what I coach toward. I had a chance to see this same young man last year at an event. To my surprise, he called my name and I was ecstatic and excited to see him. We began to talk and that conversation turned into a coaching session pretty much immediately. He explained that where he currently worked, they wanted him to take another step up in leadership, but he didn't want to do it. He felt like he wasn't ready. And because of the relationship that we had, I began to coach him immediately. Now, a month later, he called me back and he ended up getting the promotion. So let me say this. Realize that there is a difference between leadership and management. Realize that everyone's not a leader. You have more managers than leaders. My goal is to make sure that the best decision is made for everyone involved. When you step out as a leader and you perform an action such as this, pushing back, making sure that that person is taken care of. Believe me, the word gets around and everyone separates you from the other managers. People perform for you differently when they realize that you understand their situation and that you have their back. My tone may be a little strong, but it's not in a disrespectful manner. My tone is strong because I believe in people and I believe in growing and developing people. And I believe that leadership plays a part of it. Why do I think that way? Because I've had leaders invest their time, their energy, and their knowledge to me. And it helped me grow at a rate in which it was unfathomable for me. I feel as if my responsibility is to give that back to someone else. If I can sit down with that young man and begin to talk to him and help him to grow and develop, whether we're working together or not, that's my duty as a leader. A leader doesn't check me into a box for an organization. I am a leader wherever I am. Whether I'm with an organization or I'm independent, a leader is a leader. I'm not trying to be a good manager. I'm striving to be a great leader. What are you trying to be?